What's up, everybody? Break number 618 BD. We got 2 cases of Pop Century 2025. All right, 2 cases. Let's get into it, guys. That is 20 boxes of Pop Century. Excuse me, guys. One, two, three, four, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 10. Five and 10 more. 20 boxes. There they are. Good luck, everybody. Frazier, please. Kelsey Grammer was Frazier. You got it, Pete. Let's try and get you a Kelsey Grammer. Let's do this. Try this. There we go. That's better. Green Mountain, what's up, buddy? Long time no see, my friend. How are you tonight? Nice. Okay. See what we can do for you. I'm doing awesome, my friend. Just got back from Dallas, from the Dallas Card Show, and had a blast out there. So here's our proof press. Here's our autos. Here's my sweat card. All right, let's start with our autos. Here we go. First auto, that is Pete Best. Pete Best, I believe he was part of the Rolling Stones. Pete Best from the Rolling Stones, that's 4 out of 5. I believe that's Rolling Stones Pete Best. I think that's a guess, guys, I'm not sure. Joey Fatone. Joey Fatone. 12 out of 15. 12 out of 15. How about a nice Barbara Eden? I Dream of Jeannie. Barbara Eden, Iconic Rolls. That is a 1 of 1. 1 of 1, Barbara Eden. On the Iconic Rolls. And Michael Douglas. Michael Douglas. 5 out of 100. 5 out of 100. Solid first box. Put the 1 of 1s over there. And then here is our 1 of 1 proof box. He was the Pete Best was the drummer for the Beatles. He was the the Beatles drummer that got fired before Ringo. Guitar pick, Jim. Peter, you guys are awesome. How about Tommy Chong on the 1 of 1 press proof? And Tom Berenger, scripted production proof. He was fired for them to bring in Ringo. Okay, there we go. I knew the name. I just couldn't remember where. I knew the name. Let's have some fun tonight. Let's go, Clint Eastwood. All right, Derek. What's up, Jim? How you doing tonight, my friend? Look at these things. They're coming out. They're coming out open. All right. Our autos. Presto wants Leah Thompson. So do I. Lorraine Bracco. Lorraine Bracco. That is 5 out of 8. Here he is, Mr. Charlie Sheen, Saturday Night Live host, January 13th, 2001. Charlie Sheen is a 1 of 5. 1 of 5. Lainey Kazan. Lainey Kazan. She is 2 out of 3. Push that in for eBay. Lainey Kazan, 2 out of 3. And how about Mr. William Shatner, Captain Kirk on the Scripted, Sci-Fi Signatures. William Shatner, and that one is a 1 out of 3 also. 1 out of 3 also. I had a guy begging me at the card show this weekend, do you have any William Shatner? And I didn't. All right, we got Dana Barron, Beverly D'Angelo, and Chevy Chase from National Lampoon's Vacation on the pre-production proof. That one is going to be randomized. And our other one is Kelly Riley. Kelly Riley. Box number 3. You want the Beverly D'Angelo with an auto also. Okay. Let's see what we can do. Yep, they're all coming in. Look at this. Put that away. All right, first auto, scripted. We got Ashley X9. Ashley X9 as says Ahsoka Tano. And that is 2 out of 5. Simon Wright. Pops entry Simon Wright. 4 out of 4. That is Cody Rigsby. Cody Rigsby. 7 out of 10. And there's a triple auto of the Dukes of Hazzard. John Schneider, Catherine Bach, and Tom Wopat. That will be randomed at the end, and that one is 2 out of 5. 2 out of 5. I want you guys to see. I'm going to go ahead and put a fresh top loader on this. I'm taking it out right there. I'm going to put a fresh top loader because of that garbage that's on the top loader. Because I have some nice ones right here. And go ahead and put that right back in there. There you go. That'll be random at the end. Our proofs, we got Tony Todd, Mr. Candyman, and the Karate Kid himself, Ralph Macchio. Box number 4. This stuff is so fun. I love this stuff. There's our proof pack and our autos. All right, first auto goes to Alicia Weir. Alicia Weir. And that is 14 out of 20. 14 out of 20. Next up, we have Nick Carter. I think he was part of 98 Degrees or something. I don't know. I know he was in a band, one of them boy bands. 2 out of 2 on the Nick Carter. 2 out of 2. How about Mr. Tim Robbins? Such a great actor. He was so good in Bull Durham. I love this guy. 1 out of 4. 1 out of 4. Derek, you believe you have all of them? And Priscilla Presley. Priscilla Presley. And she wrote, looks like Jenna, or can't tell what she scribed on there, but she scribed it even though she didn't have to. 2 out of 4 on Priscilla Presley. Derek, what's your eBay name? What's your eBay name, bud? Joan Collins. And Mr. Ed O'Neill. No problem, my friend. Just do me a favor. Give me your YouTube, your eBay name. Durdar? Okay, buddy. I'll check it in a minute here. From Boys to Men, Nathaniel Morris. Nathan Morris, Boys to Men. That one is 2 out of 5. 2 out of 5. Robert Carradine. Rest in peace. Didn't he just pass away? Or was that the other Carradine that just passed away? Revenge of the Nerds. He was so good in that. 19 out of 20. And then our mystery pearl autograph spot. There is your first one. First of the mystery pearl autos. We got our first encased card. And that is Mr. Alec Baldwin. Alec Baldwin on the encased card. That is 6 out of 35. 6 of 35 on the encased card. After this box, Derek, I'll go check. Steve Bauer. Steve Bauer. Stephen Bauer. He was in, I believe he was in Scarface. And then there is Paul Bettany. Paul Bettany. Alright, guys, give me 30 seconds here to check on that real quick. Alright, it's Durdar 1. Durdar 1. Didn't you buy like 100 spots, Durdar, Derek? You bought 98 spots, huh? Let's see. Looking for John Schneider, Catherine Bach, and Tom Wopat. Okay. There's Tom Wopat. That's... Yeah, I remember you from last break, my friend. I appreciate you being here. Catherine Bach is yours. Tom Wopat is yours. And where's John Schneider? It's nice that they're in alphabetical order. There it is. Yes, all three of those are yours. So I will go ahead and just put that card in the stack of to 5. There you go. Yep, there you go, buddy. You are all set, my friend. That is a beautiful triple auto for you. Congratulations on that hit. This is box number 6. Box number 6. I appreciate you saving me some time on that randomizer. Now, I appreciate you, buddy. I appreciate you. All right, here goes. We got scripted. We got Ernest Thomas. What's happening? What a good show back in the 70s. I liked it. 5 out of 8. 5 out of 8. I thought it was funny. Rerun. That dude was hilarious. All right, next up, Dylan McDermott. Dylan McDermott. That is 1 out of 4. Wasn't he on Will and Grace or something? How about Emilio Estevez? There is 1 of 1 Emilio Estevez. Very nice hit for the Emilio Estevez spot. And then there's Helen Hunt. Helen Hunt. X-Files. Okay, that's right. 1 out of 4. Then we got our proof pack here. Emilio Estevez was in Young Guns, right? Wasn't he Billy the Kid? Michael B. Jordan and Alec Baldwin. I love this stuff. It helps me with all my trivia questions and stuff too. I get to remember all these people and stuff. All right, we got another one. There we go. That's open. This one, it was stuck to our next encased card coming. All right, we got Cuba Gooding Jr. Cuba Gooding Jr. That one is a 1 of 1 of Cuba Gooding Jr. Dougie Doug. Sanka. From Cool Runnings, man. 5 out of 6. 5 out of 6. Our second Mystery Pearl autograph. And our second encased card matches the first encased card. Except this one looks a little more colorful. Alec Baldwin for the second time. 45 out of 75. 45 of 75. Yeah, 2 in 1 case. To tell you the truth, Tubalard, this is one case, this is the other case. So, honestly, it's a 2 in 2 cases. Yeah. Benedict Cumberbatch. There is and Gal Gadot. Gal Gadot. Couple of our Marvel heroes, or one Marvel, one DC. Box number 8. You need a Guy auto, please. Guy Gilchrist. Okay. We can try. And we'll try. And I'll try. And I'll try. But I can't get no satisfaction. Okay. We won't go there. Alright. Annabeth Gish. Nice Annabeth Gish right there. That is 7 out of 25. 7 out of 25. How about Opie? Ron Howard. Ron Howard. I'm not sure what he scribed down there. Can't tell. If anybody else can tell what that says. It doesn't say Opie this time. So, Ron Howard, 2 out of 2. Nice Ron Howard. How about Tom Berenger auto? Tom Berenger. 6 out of 6. And on the Be Still My Heart, and she does Be Still My Heart, Christina Applegate. Married with Children, Love and Marriage. And that is a Be Still My Heart 1 of 1 of Christina Applegate. All right, here we go. We got Paul Rudd on the sci-fi signatures, but this is the pre-production proof. And our other one is Orianthi on the pre-production proof. Box number 9. Box number 9. First in here is Wanya Morris. Wanya Morris, another member of Boys to Men. That one is 1 of 6. That is Robin Thicke. Got some blurred lines there. Sorry, guys, that was really bad. 7 out of 10 on the Robin Thicke. How about Be Still My Heart, Bo Derek. Very nice. Red, Be Still My Heart of Bo Derek. That one is 2 out of 2. 2 out of 2. And another Bill Shatner. William Shatner on this auto. God, it looks like he was getting kind of sick. His auto started not looking very good. 1 out of 15. 1 out of 15 on the William Shatner. You guitar pick, I got your bow for you. There you go, buddy. I know I saw you got 4 spots tonight, so. Oh, we're going to have 2 more. 2 more. Randomizers. We got this one. Dominic Shanisi. Drea De Matteo, and Michael Imperioli. And then we have Charlie Sheen, Tom Berenger, and Keith David. So we got 2 more randomizers right there. You know what, Peter? I'm not sure if we're going to do any more of these. I know my boss told me that we probably would. So keep an eye out on both of the channels, Peter. Breaks and Takes and Breaks and Takes 2. It's possible we may be doing more. I know that he said he got a bunch of these cases, so... All right, Thomas Ian Nicholas. Thomas Ian Nicholas, Green Shimmer, 2 out of 5. Adrienne Barbeau, Scream Team. She was so hot when I was a kid. 4 out of 5. 4 out of 5. And John Schneider. John Schneider, so we know this is going to Derek. There you go, Derek. Another John Schneider auto right there for you, buddy. And that one is 2 out of 3. 2 out of 3 on the John Schneider. Our encased card this time is going to be a randomizer, you guys. Pop Century. John Heder, Efren Ramirez, and John Grease. Vote for Pablo. Nice one there. And that one is numbered 185 out of 300. 185 out of 300. That will be randomized. Yeah, I know. That's the highest one I've ever seen. That is the highest number I've ever seen out of this stuff. We got our first printing plate 101. We have a Dick Van Dyke. And our printing plate goes to Kevin Bacon. Kevin Bacon on the printing plate. There you go. Yeah, that is crazy, dude. Seriously. I agree with you. Alright, that was the first 10, you guys. That was the first 10. Let's bring the next 10 forward. Here we go. Second 10. Sarah Michelle Gellar has that at 500. You know what? I think you're right. I think that's right. I think I had Sarah Michelle at a 500 in the last break. First auto. Dale Bozio. Dale Bozio. That is 1 out of 6. Excuse me, guys. All right, here we go. Lupita Nyong'o. Lupita Nyong'o. 3 out of 4. How about Tom Berenger again? Second one for the Tom Berenger spot. That's from Scripted, and it says Platoon. And that one is 1 out of 4? 1 out of 4. And our last one is another triple. Gina Lee Nolan, Nicole Eggert, and Tracy Bingham. Believe that's the Baywatch girls, is it not? I'm not sure. And it's funny, I didn't watch the Baywatch. Of all the shows that I watched, that was not one of them. 1 of 1 on that triple auto. And that'll be random at the end. How about Megan Fox? Good old Megan Fox. And Bryce Dallas Howard. Box number 12. Our autos. Love it. Kristy Swanson as Buffy on the scripted. Great movie. No, it wasn't. It was just good. But one of one Kristy Swanson auto. You know, any movie when you get Pee Wee Herman as a vampire, I guess it's pretty good. Scripted. Good Times. Ralph Carter. Ralph Carter. And that one is a 2 of 8. 2 of 8. Dinah Manoff. Or Dina Manoff, I believe it is. And I cannot remember what she's in. 11 out of 15. 11 out of 15. And there is a nice Christina Applegate auto. Christina Applegate, 1 out of 5. 1 out of 5. There's another Bo Derek. This one is on the pre-production proof. And how about Trade the Truth? Trade the Truth. Box number 13. Box number 13. How about Dolph Lundgren as, is that He-Man? Looks like, he's He-Man right here. Scripted He-Man, Dolph Lundgren. That one is 2 out of 7. 2 out of 7. That is Raleigh D. Lewis as Junior from Cool Runnings, man. 15 out of 15. Next up, we got Michael O'Keefe. Michael O'Keefe. Didn't somebody just ask me for Michael O'Keefe? 1 of 1 Michael O'Keefe. And Helen Hunt, Saturday Night Live, March 19th, 1994. She is amazing. 1 out of 5. She was in that Tornado movie, right? Masters of the Universe. Of course he was He-Man in Masters of the Universe. One of the worst movies ever made, Jersey, right? But still, we all watched it. That is Joey Fatone. Joey Fatone. Nobody will admit it, but we all watched it. I watched it for Courtney Cox. And Emilio Estevez. Box number 14. Box number 14. Twister, that's the one. Castaway, yep. As good as it gets with Jack Nicholson, right? Was that what it was? I don't remember. But yeah, Helen Hunt, she's an amazing actress. I like her. Next up, Leanne Curtis. Now I'm trying to remember what she was in. Oh, man. I'm blanking. Three out of 20. 3 out of 20 on that one. Yes, the musical instrument was weird. Yes, it was. Tony Kidd. We got Lou Ferrigno, the original Hulk. Lou Ferrigno. And that's 14 out of 15 on the Lou Ferrigno. Guys, if I am screwing up on eBay and not putting the picture where it belongs, I am so sorry. Jamie Kennedy. Jamie Kennedy, man, haven't heard about this guy in a while. 1 out of 6. 1 out of 6, Jamie Kennedy. And how about another Michael Douglas? Michael Douglas red on the Immortals, and that one is 28 out of 100. So now we've got 2 Immortals, Michael Douglas, 5 out of 100 and 28 out of 100. That's crazy. That's crazy talk right there. Whoever's got the Michael Douglas spot, very nice. All right. There is Melissa Gilbert. Melissa Gilbert. Laura Ingalls. And how about another Helen Hunt for all our Twister fans and Castaway fans and As Good as It Gets fans and all the other stuff she was in. What was that TV show she was in? She was in a really good TV show with, oh man, I can't remember. This is number 15, guys. Box number 15. Oh, how about this one, guys? How about Chumlee? Austin Chumlee Russell. I've met him a few times. He's a great guy. Hung out with him at the restaurant, his candy shop out in Las Vegas. 12 out of 15. What a great guy. He's a big Pokemon guy like I am. When I lived in Vegas, I got to meet and hang out with him. 12 out of 15. Chanel West Coast. So again, Ridiculousness or whatever it's called, that TV show on MTV. She gets famous for laughing at the host. Unreal. 1 out of 3. I guess I'm just jealous. I could go laugh at the host for again. Mad About You. Thank you, Andrew. Man, that was driving me nuts. Thank you. Jenna Lee Nolan. Jenna Lee Nolan is next. That is 7 out of 25. And how about this beautiful one here? Natalie Portman. Woo! May 19th, 1999, Star Wars. It's like a blockbuster summer ticket of Natalie Portman. Wow. That is beautiful. And this one is a uno de uno. 1 of 1 Natalie Portman. That is pretty. Guitar pick, I got you your Chumlee. Nice. Thank you, Sandlot, about the Mad About You. I appreciate that. I saw Andrew's before I saw yours, but I appreciate it. Iconic roles of Barbara Eden again. And how about another Michael Douglas 1 of 1 pre-production proof? Guys, we are on box number 16. 5 to go. Any Thomas Jane tonight? Not yet, Andrew. Not yet. You guys all do know, if you skunk, please do not ask for a shipping refund. We have to send you something. I have stuff to send you guys. So please do not ask for a refund. So I'm giving a little, that's usually my last box, speech, but I'm saying it a little early. All right, here we go. How about Devontae Ganter, 15 out of 20. Sally Kirkland on the shimmer. That one is 10 out of 15. Next up, we got Be Still My Heart of Haley Atwell. Haley Atwell. That is a green Be Still My Heart. And that one is 3 out of 3. 3 out of 3 on the Haley Atwell. And our sci-fi signature. This one goes to, ooh, nice, Kate Beckinsale. Kate Beckinsale. That is nice. And this one is a 1 of 1 auto. 1 of 1. You need Pacino to show up. All right. Let's see if Pacino can show up tonight. We got Johnny Whitaker. Johnny Whitaker. And Derek Mears. Derek Mears. Final 4 boxes. Here we go. Final 4. This is box number 17. Box number 17. Oh, wow, this one's nice. There's Ashley Eckstein again. Ahsoka Tano. She must be the voice for the animated character. That is cool. And she is 2 out of 3. Ashley Eckstein. Dean Cain, Superman, scripted, from Lois and Clark. That's a 7 out of 8 on the Dean Cain. 7 out of 8. Thomas Jane for Andrew Parks, who just asked for it. Asked, and I guess he listened. Thomas Jane for Andrew. That one is numbered a 1 of 1 Thomas Jane. 1 of 1 Thomas Jane for Andrew. And, ooh, a Megan Fox auto. Wow. Saturday Night Live, September 26, 2009. And this one is a 5 of 7 Megan Fox. Woo! Yes, she is. What a Fox is correct. No problem, Andrew. I can only do what's in the boxes, but I love it when somebody hits. That's why I want to see everybody hit. Lauren Sorrentino. Lauren Sorrentino. And how about Miss Little Mackenzie Phillips from the Mamas and Papas? Is her parents. And that is Mackenzie Phillips from, I think it was One Day at a Time, if I remember right. Her and Valerie Bertinelli. One Day at a Time, I think it was called. All right. Here we go. Box number 18. Number 18, my friends. Here we go. Federico Castelluccio. Federico Castelluccio on the blue scope, 2 out of 4. Yes, she was in American Graffiti. I do remember that too, Andrew. Yes, good call. Because I believe that's what this picture's from. American Graffiti. You are correct. There is Marissa Tomei. God, I love Marissa Tomei. She's such a great actress. 1 out of A. She's playing Aunt May now, I think, in the Spider-Man movies. How do we break these, Jersey? We sell them on auction by actor and actresses. So what we'll do, and then, so it's by each person. So if somebody bought the Marissa Tomei spot, they get this card. If somebody bought the Heather Locklear spot, they get the Heather Locklear. And that's how we break these, Jersey. Heather Locklear. 5 out of 6. 5 out of 6. I think somebody told me TJ Hooker, if I remember right. Yeah, we have the full list of everything. We make sure we pull out everything and before we pull the whole checklist out and then we post it, my friend. Not sure if she was TJ Hooker or something or the fall guy. I can't remember. But that's 5 out of 6 on the Heather Locklear. And Be Still My Heart of Geena Davis. God, she was amazing. Everything she does, I could watch her movies. Thelma, Louise, Earth Girls Are Easy. 5 out of 5, Geena Davis. The Fly. What a great movie that was. The Fly. With her husband at the time. We got another randomizer, and it's going to be co-stars Joan Collins and Heather Locklear. Beetlejuice. Oh, yeah. I forgot all about Beetlejuice, Peter. How could I forget Beetlejuice? But, yeah, here we go. Heather Locklear. She was in Dallas, right? Is that Joan Collins? Was she in Dallas or Dynasty? So, Heather Locklear was in Dynasty or whatever. Jennifer Carpenter. Isn't that John Carpenter's daughter or something? Can't remember. There we go. Got another randomizer there. And we are down to 2 boxes. What the hell is that? All right. That was filmed 45 minutes from me here in Vermont. No way. That's awesome, bro. That's pretty cool. Does anybody remember National Lampoon's Vegas Vacation? Remember the end of the movie when they all pull away in the 4 cars at that little motel in Las Vegas where they renewed their vows? My parents were living in that little motel at the time they shot that movie. They got stuck in their motel room. And they got to see them shoot the final scene. So that was actually pretty cool. All right, we got Tom Sandoval. Tom Sandoval, 1 out of 3. And talk about Mr. Chevy Chase. Christmas Movie Stars 1989 Christmas Vacation. Chevy Chase, this is a 8 out of 20. 8 out of 20. Elijah Wood. There's our Frodo Baggins. 2 out of 7. And how about another Heather Locklear? Another Heather Locklear. 14 out of 15. Heather Locklear spot's doing pretty good. And we have our 2. Angelica Houston. And there is John C. McGinley. John C. McGinley. Last box, my friends. Last box. Again, if you skunk, you have 1 spot you don't hit, Please do not request a refund for your shipping. We will send you something. If you have 100 spots and you don't hit, don't ask for a refund. We will send you something. If you have 100 spots and you hit just one of those 100 spots, that is not a skunk. You actually hit something. So, yep. All right, guys, final box. You live in the same neighborhood that they filmed Edward Scissorhands back in 1990. Wow, that's cool, buddy. That is awesome. Our first of our last. Here we go. We have Drake Bell. Drake Bell from Drake and Josh, then from the Nickelodeon TV show. 5 out of 7. Can I send you an empty box? Peter, it depends, because you got to remember we got to pay for the shipping. But I'll see what I can do for you, okay? Drake Bell. One more time, 5 out of 7. Catherine Bach. That one is going to Derek, because he has all the Dukes of Hazzards. Catherine Bach, 1 of 1. Catherine Bach, 1 of 1. Where did I put my 1 of 1s? Right there. How about Griffin Dunn? Griffin Dunn, 2 out of 2. And our final auto goes up. It's going to be a randomizer. It is a triple of Paul Rudd, Michael Douglas, and David Dastmalchian. So that's from Ant-Man, is it not? Is that from Ant-Man? Those 3 characters? Doesn't he play the guy with the gem in his head? So, that is the break, my friends. Let me set up the randomizer. We will do the randomizer. We have... Oh, no, it's not. We got this still. We could still have another random in this. We do have another 1 of 1 printing plate. And how about another Alec Baldwin? And our printing plate goes to... That is Ashley Eckstein. Ashley Eckstein from Pitch Perfect, right? There we go. On the printing plate, 1 of 1. All right. Put those up there. Those there. It's going to take me a couple of minutes to get these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 randomizers set up real quick. So give me a minute, you guys. Let me grab my keyboard here and get those all set up. I already have the spots open. I just have to type in the names. So it should only take a minute. All right. 2 more. And the last one, our encased one. All right. They are all set. They are all set, guys. Okay. So now here we go, the fun part. We're going to go over here. Okay. We're going to go back here. Let's turn this on here. All right, eBay, you guys are coming with me, my friends. Here we go. All right, eBay. So here is the randomizer. I'm going to zoom you guys in. All right, guys, dice roller. 5 or higher on the dice. Here we go. We got a 5. Excellent. First one we're going to do. We are doing Chianese, De Matteo, and Imperioli. Here we go, 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 times. That's going to the De Matteo spot. Sheen. I probably spelled Charlie Sheen wrong, but Charlie Sheen, Tom Berenger, and David. Here we go. 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 times. That is going to the Charlie Sheen spot. Chevy Chase, Beverly D'Angelo, and Barron. 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 times. That's going to the Barron spot. Joan Collins, Heather Locklear. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 times. That's going to the Heather Locklear spot. Paul Rudd, Michael Douglas, and Das Malkian. 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 times. That is going to the Das Malkian spot. Lee Nolan, Jenna Lee Nolan, Nicole Eggert, and Bingham. 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 times. That's going to the Bingham spot. And the last one is Header, Ramirez, and Grimes. 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5th time. That one is going to the Ramirez spot. Ramirez spot. I'm going to come back here. I'm going to zoom back out a little bit on eBay. There we go. I'm going to switch this over, back over on for YouTube. Let's get back over here and then we'll recap the randoms. All right, here we go. Recapping the randoms. This one went to the De Matteo spot. De Matteo. This one went to the Charlie Sheen spot. Charlie Sheen. This one went to the Dana Barron spot. Dana Barron. This one went to the Heather Locklear spot. Heather Locklear. This one went to the David Dasmalkian. This one went to, I believe it was the Tracy Bingham spot. Let me double check real quick here. I believe it was, yes, the Bingham spot. Tracy Bingham. And then this one went to the... Man, I blanked again. This one went to the Ramirez spot. Ramirez. So it went to Efren Ramirez. All right. Here we go, guys. Time to recap. Recapping our encased cards. We got Alec Baldwin 2 times on the encased. One is 6 of 35. One is 45 of 75. That is on the Alec Baldwins. All right. On the Michael Douglas, we already saw to 100. We got 2 of them. 2 Michael Douglas to 100. 5 of 100. 28 of 100. These are to 25. Jenna Lee Nolan and Annabeth Gish. These are to 20. We got Chevy Chase, Devontae Ginter, Leanne Curtis, Robert Carradine, and Alicia Weir. All right. These are to 15. We got Heather Locklear, Sally Kirkland, Chumley, Lou Ferrigno, Raleigh Lewis, Dina Manoff. We got William Shatner and Joey Fatone. These are to 10. We got Robin Thicke and Cody Rigsby. To 8. Marissa Tomei, Dean Cain, Ralph Carter, Ernest Thomas, and Lorraine Bracco. These are to 7. We got Drake Bell, Elijah Wood, Megan Fox, and Dolph Lundgren. These are to 6. Heather Locklear, Jamie Kennedy, Dale Bozio, Wanye Morris, Tom Berenger, and Dougie Doug. To 5. Gina Davis, Helen Hunt, Christina Applegate, Adrienne Barbeau, Thomas Ian Nichols, Nathan Morris, Ashley Eckstein, Charlie Sheen. This is Pete Best. And this one goes to Derek, who has all 3 cast members of the Dukes of Hazzard. My pleasure, Derek. All right, to 4. We have Federico Castellano, Tom Berenger, Lupita Nyong'o, Helen Hunt, Dylan McDermott, Priscilla Presley, Tim Robbins, and Simon Wright. To 3, we got Tom Sandoval. We got Ashley Eckstein, Haley Atwell, Chanel West Coast, John Schneider, William Shatner, and Lainey Kazan. To 2, Griffin Dunn, Bo Derek, Ron Howard, and Nick Carter. Our 1-of-1 press proofs. John C. McGinley, Angelica Houston, Jennifer Carpenter, Mackenzie Phillips, Lauren Sorrentino, Derek Mears, Johnny Whitaker, Michael Douglas, Barbara Eden, Helen Hunt, Melissa Gilbert, Emilio Estevez, Joey Fatone. That is Trade the Truth. Bo Derek, Bryce Dallas Howard, Megan Fox, Dick Van Dyke. That is Orianti, Paul Rudd, Gal Gadot, Benedict Cumberbatch. We got Alec Baldwin, Michael B. Jordan, Paul Bettany, Stephen Bauer, Ed O'Neill, Joan Collins, Ralph Macchio, Tony Todd, Kelly Riley, Tom Berenger, Tommy Chong, and a printing plate of Mr. Kevin Bacon. We had 2 Pearl Autos for the Pearl Auto spot. 1, 2. We had another 1-of-1 printing plate. This one was Ashley Eckstein. I don't know. I think I got some mixed up in here. Alec Baldwin. Those should have been all in the pre-production proofs. And then our autos 1-of-1. Our autos 1-of-1. We got Catherine Bach, Thomas Jane, Kate Beckinsale, Natalie Portman, Michael O'Keefe, Christy Swanson, Christina Applegate, Cuba Gooding Jr., we got Emilio Estevez, and Barbara Eden, I Dream of Jeannie. There's your break, guys. Appreciate you all for being here. Hope you have yourself a great night. I hope to be able to get some more of this stuff, and if we do, just keep an eye out, okay? All right, have a great night, you guys. Jim, thank you again. Always good to see you, my friend, and we will see you all next time. Peace.